I drank the solution containing 600 to 700 mutated viruses in one gulp, just when everyone was waiting to see me explode and die. The era of pathogenic mutation arrived. All humans who carried any illness would be instantly strengthened. The more severe the illness, the stronger the enhancement. Some people had red eye. After awakening, they transformed into red-eyed berserkers. Their eyes fired lasers that sliced through everything. Some had a fever of 42 degrees. After awakening, flames engulfed their bodies. Nothing survived wherever they passed. But in my previous life, because my body was too healthy, I instantly fell to the bottom of the food chain. I was sent to the mines to dig. In the end, I worked myself to death. Unexpectedly, I really came back. I returned to the final 30 days before the mutation era arrived. And this time, I had only one goal: to forge myself into the 100 poison sacred body. Based on my memories from my previous life, those pathogens were anything but cheap, especially that tardigrade carrying a mutated virus. I checked the time. The auction for the tardigrade was happening tonight. I had to move quickly. After getting 880,000 in cash by mortgaging my house, I rushed to the hotel where the auction was held. Right in front of the receptionist, I mouthed words and shook my head at my phone, borrowing money from every possible source. When I saw the 7-digit balance in my account, I smiled with satisfaction. Amid the receptionist's shocked and confused expression, I walked into the auction hall. Before the tardigrade was auctioned, I desperately searched through my memories of my past life. Jack, who awakened the tardigrade sacred body, had bragged in later interviews that the mutated tardigrade he bought at the auction was what allowed him, after the mutation, to gain the undying ability to regenerate severed limbs. In my previous life, Jack relied on this creature to survive missile bombardments without a scratch. Jack's expression during that interview was strange. There was pride in it, but also a hint of regret. Because of that, I remembered that interview very clearly. The mutated tardigrade specimen was too strange. So few people valued it as a collectible, so I easily bought it for 1 million. And the only reason I spent a full million was because I was bidding against Jack. In my previous life, Jack only spent 670,000 to win the tardigrade. In the end, when he saw I was willing to spend a million on something with almost no collectible value, he gave up bidding. After all, he only planned to keep it for fun, but I knew very well that this creature was worth far more than a mere million. Once the mutation era arrived, I would at least become a regional overlord. After all, Jack, who awakened the tardigrade sacred body, was known as an indestructible being. Not only was his defense off the charts, he could also recover from injuries in a short time. Just these two traits alone were enough to be absolute game changers. Carrying the box containing the tardigrade specimen, I was about to head home when a magnetic male voice sounded behind me. I turned around and saw that the one calling me was a young man dressed entirely in black, with prematurely graying hair. He was the seller of the tardigrade. I became alert. Instinctively, I tightened my grip on the box. He noticed my reaction and gave a friendly smile, saying I misunderstood. He wasn't here for the tardigrade. He was here to discuss cooperation. He believed that since I spent so much money on the tardigrade, there must be a major biological research team behind me. I told him directly that it wasn't his concern, but he smiled and said he worked at a secret biological research facility and could obtain many rare virus samples. This tardigrade was one of their research results. If I wanted more, I could come to him. Each sample cost 670,000. After hearing his explanation, I suddenly understood something. When Jack was interviewed in my previous life, why his face, despite the joy, also carried regret. Now everything made sense. It was because of John. After Jack bought the tardigrade, John must have approached him as well. But Jack wasn't from any research lab. He had no need for virus samples, so he rejected John. But no one expected the mutation era to happen afterward. Of course, inside I was ecstatic, but I couldn't show it on my face.